Hello guys, this is Avcoor. I know that I'm late to the party, but I was in Seattle on vacation. But I do want to drop my 2 cents on this banner because I think it's really important and there's a couple things to consider for this banner in the future of the game. So let's jump into it. First of all, let's talk about the stamp card. This is a very important aspect, I think, of this new banner is the fact that instead of just getting a costume, you get the Pumpkin Fest gear voucher, which can be traded for either this costume, that costume, that costume, and that costume, which I think is an interesting and new development. And another thing is that you actually go all 4 pages, which is really nice. I think they should have done this sooner. So this is something that I think you all have to consider. That hopefully they continue with this and take it a step further. That after this page, you should at least get 2 to 3 guaranteed weapons. So it's more controlled spending. So I'm glad that they did this though. But going on to the banner itself, let's talk about Kite Sith first. The one thing I would like to note about Kite Sith is the fact that the costumes are actually getting better. I actually like the aesthetics of this costume. I think it's really good. And the fact that they're improving Kite Sith is really good. It's a great thing that they did this. So Eerie Mask actually gives you magic defense 50% and HP. So this is the new power creep where they actually give you more stats and more importantly they give you defensive stats, which is necessary now. So with Eerie Mask, you're looking at summon battles that despite what this costume does, it's kind of universal because the next is buff debuff extension. So with this costume, you are able to take it further than specified content, something that he desperately needed. So this Eerie Mask is really good. Mag defense 50%, HP 5%, because bosses more than not tend to use magic attack, so that's really good. Buff debuff extension is really good. This is something that he desperately needed. I'm not a Kite Sith player myself because I am a fan of the character. I just like other characters more, but it's good that they've given him tools that he can actually use in order to thrive. So, Witch's Broom, I want you to look at it in 2 levels. The first level, we're going to look at it as a weapon for Kite Sith himself. So, with Witch's Broom, you're looking at some meaty stats right here. That's really good for just a base one-off. But this weapon actually does 260 physical non-elemental damage with a crit rate, but you decrease magic defense mid, and if your HP is at a certain threshold, you drop thunder resistance, which is really good. Um, the thing about this is I don't like too many characters getting breach weapons because that means other characters get squeezed out. And in fact, this weapon is a better breach weapon than Red 13's, and we'll get into why that is. So now at OB6, looking at 563 attack, which is really good, 534, which is pretty solid. Excuse me. And when your HP is at 50% or more, you're going high, off rip. So that's really good. So there's probably some content coming where this weapon is going to be necessary beyond what we're experiencing now. So of course 420, but it doesn't go past mid on magic defense, but you're still getting high, and you're getting the P attack 614, magic attack 583, which is pretty solid. These stats are really solid. So on your R abilities, you get an attack boost, lightning, and a siege boost. Circle. This is like the better version of. I wouldn't say the better version of Black Whisker because it's pretty much doing the same thing. I think. I don't know if Black Whiskers goes too high though. I'm not sure about that. But as a R ability, you have to look at this weapon again because you're getting boost attack 62 and boost lightning potency 39 points. If you're trying to build an Arcanum set for lightning, this weapon is a must get. But that is if you're going in that direction. That's more like well territory, but I still want you to think in that perspective because now that we're building our characters, we're going to need our abilities like that. So you have to keep that in mind. So Vincent is Vincent upsets me. Not that this costume is like bananas. This costume is like absolutely. This is the best Halloween costume they made so far, without a doubt. Master suit is so it's fire. This is straight fire, man. This thing is straight fire, and it comes with eerie mask too, which gives you magic defense 50%, 5% of the HP, which is really good. But you're getting 11 blade arcanum for magic outside of Tifa's limited banner costume, which makes it so appealing. This is the problem. We just had the limit break banner. They did this the last time. They had a limit banner, and then they dropped one of the best costumes for this guy, and they do it again, and they drop one of the best costumes for this guy. It's like this is absolute garbage. But it is something that I, as a Vincent player, have to consider actually getting because Vincent's set is getting rounded out now. If you have Earth Arcanum, you're gonna want Lightning Arcanum. So for me, I may have to like push it and just get this costume and forego the weapon itself. The weapon is good, make no mistake. Crow Familiar is actually a banger. This is a real banger, man. This is this weapon is banger. So let's get into why that is. First of all, look at that magic attack 277. We'll come back to that because it's a banger. So you deal 520% magic lightning damage to a single enemy, but when you're running a buff, you're actually increasing your damage by 1.2. So mathematically, when you look at that, if you're interested in looking at that, which you should be, the math is like this. All right, I wrote it down. Okay. So when you look at it, that's 624. That's not bad. For a one-off, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's just the R abilities that are kind of weakening it at this point. So once you hit OB6, you're looking at 609 on the magic attack, which is absolutely insane. It gets higher than that, which is absolutely gross because he's getting a multiplier on this and it increases limit gog, which is perfect for what he's trying to do. I mean, this weapon is super good. They're really giving Vincent the goods, man. It's absolutely insane. So with this, you're hitting 936 on a buff. The boost magic attack is 27. Boost lightning potency is 27. So when this is even, that's actually better because nowadays you actually want more potency than you want magic attack because there's so many ways to build magic attack. So you're getting 664, and you're getting 508, and you're getting 233 heal. I thought the heal. This is where I'm upset about. You could have dropped the heal. When you look at this, there are stats that are a little higher than this, but when you get a 940% multiplier on magic lightning damage, that's already higher than other weapons. But if you multiply that by 1.2, you're looking at 1,128 attack, man, which is absolutely insane. So this is actually more potent than it would be on a normal character. And when you factor in the fact that when you use summons, which Ramu, you actually factor in the P attack. So you'll see weapons nowadays have higher physical attack. I don't understand why they dumped it in the heal because he barely uses it because he's not a healer. So this is a mistake right here, I think. But look at the magic attack, 31 magic attack and 39 potency, which is absolutely incredible. If they would have hit like 42 on the boost lightning potency, I would definitely grab it. And you're getting your sigil boost. I wish they had some extra here, but that'd have been too much. So this weapon is absolutely incredible. I really, what upsets me about Vincent is they're giving him everything he needs just at the wrong time. We just had the limit break banner that sucked up our resources, and they dropped this costume. It's such a it's such a cash grab. But I'm still probably gonna have to like dig in my heels and get this costume. But I'm gonna wait to see what the second half of the Halloween banner produces. If they have something for Aerith, then I'm probably gonna have to reconsider this. But if you are building Vincent, then this is kind of a must get because he is a DPS and a DPS thrives on Arcanum costumes. So this is like a kind of a make or break for us as players because if we're really going to take Vincent to where he needs to go, we kind of need this costume. and I hate the fact that they dropped it at the worst time possible. But let me know in your thoughts. Are you getting the costume? Do you think it's worth it? Or did you well and get Tifa's costume? Because if you well and got Tifa's costume, then you don't really need it. But anyways, like, share, subscribe. I'm back. Laters.